Welcome to Furniture Redesign by MBM. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a look at the unit or the little nightstand that I'll be working on today. Now, of course, I've already started doing some of the work, but the footage somehow was deleted from my device. So I wanted to give you a look at what it looked like. Now, this is the base that I took off the piece. I have taken all of the decorative pieces away and cut it down. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like before I did the cut. So if you look at the piece, I have really cleaned it and there's no damage to the drawers or anything. But the top of it, the finish is fading and I'm not sure what this white is, but that's okay because we're going to scuff sand it and paint it. Now that we're all caught up, let's go ahead and continue taking the skirting off the bottom of the piece. So the front was really easy to take off. There were 2 screws holding each side. And these were the side pieces. I took a hammer and just knocked them out. Now what I'm going to do is tape around the side because this is what I want to cut off. Now I taped along the bottom part of it all the way around. Now this is the height that I wanted because I will be adding legs. Now I'm going to have my husband take it out to the patio and cut the bottom of the piece. So I have the cut done and I just want to peel back my tape. So the cut is complete, and as you can see, it's pretty darn smooth all the way around. But here in the corner, I noticed that there is a little unlevelness when I put my level on. So I'm just going to take my 150 grit sandpaper. I'm going to scuff sand the entire unit first. And then I'll just smooth out the top edge where it's a little uneven. Now I'm just going to clear away all the sawdust with my damp cloth. Now this piece was already on the bottom edge and I need to add it back to the bottom edge so that my piece will be level all the way around. There is a dip on the front side and this piece makes it level all the way around. Now I have that little piece on, I need to cover it up. So I have the front side of the skirt and that little piece is screwed on. So I'm going to release the screws on that piece and take it off. I already have the side pieces. This way it will be framed out. And if you don't quite understand what I'm saying, you will see it once I get this little trim piece off the front of the skirting. And there we have it. This is the little decorative molding I'm talking about. So I have it, that will cover up the raw piece, and I'll add wood glue, add it to the front and also the side pieces, and I'll let them dry. I'll first add a little masking tape to help hold it in place until I get all the pieces in, and then I'll be ready to clamp. Good morning. Last night we applied the clamps to hold this wood piece. Now I'm removing the clamps and I'm just checking, make sure that everything is tight. And then I'll go ahead and I'll be ready to do my primer. And I'm using my Zinsser 123 primer. This is the primer that I pretty much use for everything. Again, I'm just dusting and making sure everything is okay before I add my primer. Right in the middle of painting my drawers, I looked at them and decided to take the keyhole off. So I'm taking off this fake keyhole, and I'm going to fill one of the holes on each side of the drawers. I'm just going to grab my Elmer's wood filler and fill these holes. I'm looking at the trim and realized why I had taken it off and didn't want to use it. There is a chip or piece missing, as if a dog was biting on it. And so I am using my fingers here and I'm trying to sculpt out with the wood filler that intricate design, and then I'll have to try and sand it smooth. The wood filler is dry. Before adding my second coat of paint, I want to sand down all of the holes that I filled in. Then, of course, I take my damp cloth and wipe everything clean. Oops, almost forgot to sand down this corner. I want to sand it and try to create this shape before adding that second coat of paint. Now I could get on my second coat of primer. The second coat of primer is dry on the nightstand, but before I flip it right side up, I have these 4-inch legs. Now I did purchase these in black, but I spray painted them in gold, and I'm taking these 2.5-inch screws, and I want to attach the legs to the bottom of the nightstand. I'll be sure to add a link to all the materials used in this video in the description box below. Now it's time for paint, and I'm going bold. I chose metallic Rust-Oleum gold paint. I added my legs, so let's get started applying this paint. Good morning, it's another day, and I have my gold paint on, and it's bright, a little brighter than I want it to be. Now I have pieces that I want to match this up to, so I want to tone it down a bit. To do that, I'm going to take my Rust-Oleum gold paint here, and I'm going to also use this champagne gold to tone it down a bit. So I'm going to mix about half and half, or I'll just add a little bit of the soft gold to the gold to try and get it the color that I'm looking for. And I also have to make sure that I mix up enough to complete the nightstand. When mixing two paints, you want to make sure that you give it a good stir. And here's a look at the color. This is more of what I want. Not so yellow, but still yet gold. And here, this is how the two colors look in comparison. So I'm going to get the new color on and see how the piece is toned down. I then switched over to a 4-inch foam roller, and I'll roll it a third time, and if I have to, I'll roll it a fourth time. I want to make sure my piece is really, really smooth. Now would be the time I will be adding my top coat. But since I want to do something different, I want to wax this piece. So I want to let it cure for about 3 or 4 days before I add my wax. So to finish up the video, I'm going to add this beautiful hardware that I chose for the piece. So don't forget, I will be adding my wax top coat off camera, but I'm going to go ahead and get all of the knobs added and we'll come back for the reveal. And here's a quick look at what the nightstand looked like before. And here is the after. Once again, I have to say my nightstand is quite beautiful. Now, as I stated a little earlier, I will be using my Howard's Chalk Teak Light Wax to wax the piece. Now, this wax smells simply delicious. And this is what I'll be using in a day or two. I'm leaving town, and when I come back, I'll make sure that I wax the top and the entire piece before it's used. Now, if you notice, I did do this piece to match a bed that I did about 3 years ago. I did this bed and the nightstand on the other side. And I think I did a pretty good match in colors. You let me know, what do you think? Did I match up the colors pretty good? Does it look like a set? So I had to show you guys what I woke up to for the last week. This is the Smoky Mountains, and every morning this is what I saw from the bedroom balcony. Absolutely gorgeous. If you're watching and you've enjoyed this type of content and want to see more, become part of the Furniture Redesign by MBM family. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be aware of all my upcoming videos. I want to say thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.